Ardmore through partnerships. It's much more than this year's Banquet theme. Margaret Mead, the renowned anthropologist, expressed it best. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. The Ardmore Chamber of Commerce, Ardmore Development Authority, Ardmore Tourism Authority, and the Chamber of Commerce Foundation are all committed to the leadership for the continued growth and prosperity of Ardmore.
A common denominator of successful communities is a cooperative spirit and the partnerships that they create among various entities. And not just taxing entities and private sectors, but all those working together, be it the Cancer Center that the Chamber Foundation did in cooperation with Mercy Memorial Hospital, the city assisting in air park improvements or in our Hickory Ridge project, the county with some facilities that we need at the air park. All those partnerships help our community grow and prosper. Tonight we're saluting those partnerships.
The Ardmore Development Authority has forged partnerships with business and industry to accomplish projects that could not have been undertaken alone. The Culvert Technology Park is an example of a public-private partnership with the Ardmore Development Authority, providing infrastructure to the park, which will house a facility that includes a clean room that can be used by all future tenants. Amethyst Research is another prime example of how the ADA partners with private enterprise to grow the high-tech industry in Ardmore.
Amethyst Research is committed to developing materials technologies for the development of infrared devices, electro-optical sensors, and thermoelectric devices, a lot of which are used in green technologies. We also have significant materials evaluation technologies which can be of great use to the semiconductor industry. A lot of what we do can be described as the application of nanotechnology for the next generation of sensors and energy harvesting devices.
The assistance provided by the ADA offers access to grant funding that allows Amethyst to continue development of products for the military and public safety. The Samuel Roberts Noble Foundation serves as a biotechnology anchor. The partnership between the Noble Foundation and OSU for the construction of the $12 million OSU Biotechnology Center will allow collaboration between scientists and research currently underway at the Foundation and OSU. The commitment to technology is also seen in the partnership with other economic development organizations like the Oklahoma Department of Commerce at trade shows and events. The progress continues at the Ardmore Industrial Air Park with the completion of the expansion of the runway. The new 9,000-foot runway was completed using the resources of the Oklahoma Opportunity Fund and tax increment monies from Ardmore. The growth at the air park required improvements in fire protection, and in partnership with county officials, a new fully equipped pumper and brush truck were added. Another success story is the development of Phase 3 of Hickory Ridge, a partnership between the City of Ardmore, the Ardmore Development Authority, and local builders. Affordable housing is now a reality, from 31 homes in 2008 to more than 135 today. The Chamber continues its commitment to education from early childhood through workforce development. The $7.1 million expansion at SOTC is evidence of partnerships with local industry and constituents to fund increased space for automated manufacturing and diesel mechanic education. The Cornerstone program continues in its mission to improve student achievement. Now entering its 6th year, this partnership between 130 community investors, the Ardmore and Plainview schools, has delivered all the components of the program, including providing access to summer school in 2010 to 1,672 students and distribution over $110,000 to 67 outstanding educators from the 2 districts in October. In January, Cornerstone presented the Ardmore Education Summit. This event highlighted educators from across the country who had turned struggling schools into successful institutions. New partnerships will now be formed to implement suggestions from the summit that will result in increased opportunities for our students. The Ardmore 2020 visioning process identified the need for a new cancer treatment center. In an innovative partnership with the Chamber of Commerce Foundation Incorporated, the new Mercy Memorial Cancer Center is scheduled to be completed this spring. The visioning project also created HIP, or Health Improvement Plan, with a partnership of fitness and health professionals. Much needed encouragement was given to our area residents on how to improve their health. The kickoff event featured contestants from The Biggest Loser, as well as exhibits from area health and fitness partners. Ardmore's own Darius George, a finalist on The Biggest Loser, shared some of the changes in his life at the June HIP event. The Carter County Coalition also teamed up with HIP to present Breathe the Music Festival, focused on tobacco cessation. It was recognized with the Oklahoma Turning Point Coalition Champion Award in December. The Chamber and County Health Department joined forces to focus on a healthy workplace. The result was the recognition of 14 area businesses and organizations as certified healthy businesses. In March, various organizations stepped forward to support the first annual A2A Arbuckles to Ardmore Marathon, brainchild of Allison Smalley. Mercy Memorial Foundation and Mercy Memorial Hospital served as anchors, and over 1,200 runners participated, with all proceeds going to the new Cancer Treatment Center. This provided the perfect opportunity for the Chamber to debut its first Health and Fitness Expo, which provided area residents and visiting runners to learn more about health and fitness. Partnerships with other organizations have enriched the quality of life in Ardmore. In conjunction with the Charles B. Goddard Center, the Chamber has provided arts outreach programs to local schools. Some of the results can be seen with sculptures on display from students at Central Park and Ardmore High. Let's not forget the holidays. They're always a special time in Ardmore. The joint efforts of the Chamber of Commerce, Foundation, the City of Ardmore, as well as community organizations, provided over 75,000 visitors with a quality experience. $9,800 was distributed to nonprofit organizations who assisted with this holiday tradition. Ardmore is recognized across the state and region as a leader in economic development and legislative advocacy. The Chamber teams up with local industry to provide programs like the Southern Oklahoma Business and Industry Council, Personnel Roundtable, and member luncheons. The first Ardmore Day at the state capitol was held in February 2010, and its success was a result of collaboration between the Chamber and elected officials. The bi-weekly legislative luncheons were another example of partnerships between our senator and representatives in the community. The election of 2010 had historic implications, and the Ardmore Chamber of Commerce Government Affairs Committee, the Ardmore Young Professionals, and Leadership Greater Ardmore alumni partnered to produce the first ever Southern Oklahoma Candidate Forum. Over 200 citizens obtained valuable information.
You know, one of the great things about Ardmore is the fact that it's a can-do city. And as an individual or as an organization or as a community, we have a choice every day. And we can either look out the window and look at something and say, this is something that they should be doing. Or we can look in the mirror and we can say, this is something that I should do. And everybody involved in this community has something that they're passionate about, and what we've got to do is continue to take that passion and turn it into action. You know, a good example of that would be the marathon last year. You know, people would say, I don't think you can have a very successful marathon your first year, set your expectations low. But we ended up having about 1,500 people in that. That was a small group of dedicated people who took their passion, turned it into action, and benefited our community and gave us a great event. Sometimes we have a tendency to think that there needs to be a large committee put together to accomplish anything, and sometimes it's just better if one person takes something that they say it's important to them. You know, one of the most important things about being a chamber member is the sharing of ideas, and there's a synergy that comes about when organizations and individuals work together that they couldn't accomplish on their own.
While traveling Interstate 35, you'll soon see something new. Ardmore will soon be home to the first community welcome signs on Interstate 35 in Oklahoma. Tonight we are again gathered in this great facility, completed in 2004. The Ardmore Convention Center reached 2 milestones in 2010. In December, the center passed the $1 million mark in revenue since opening, and construction commenced on a 6,800-foot expansion, which will include additional conference rooms, offices, catering, kitchen, and more. This center has outperformed all projections and expectations. When completed, the expansion will connect to the new full-service Holiday Inn currently under construction. We have many projects, events, and initiatives that are a great source of pride in Ardmore. The success of these endeavors pays tribute to the spirit and determination of our citizens. Tonight, we should also recognize an ongoing partnership that's involved in all of the activities you've seen. Partnerships create energy, synergy, and success. One of the success models recognized throughout the state and region, the partnership of the Chamber of Commerce Foundation, the Ardmore Tourism Authority, the Ardmore Development Authority, and the Ardmore Chamber of Commerce, building Ardmore through partnerships.